Hi everyone! Today I will take you inside Oslo. Forget everything you know about tourist guide, tourist maps, boring museums, Frognerparken. Today you're gonna visit the real Oslo. I will take you to new excited places. Excited? No, new cool places. And in the end I'll promise you some erotica. Come on, come on! Oslo is a perfect place to bicycle. So we'll start this program with this is called the Bycycle. You have them in big cities all over the world. You can go to the internet page or you can download their app. I'm old-fashioned, so I use a code. Okay, for 24 hours it's approximately €5. You can also buy a 3-day pass, and they have different choices. You can go to the internet or in the app to find out where the different stations for the Bycycle is. It's very easy. Okay, now we're leaving for the first stop. Come on! Okay, behind me here I have one of the most famous tourist attractions in Oslo, Vigelandsparken, and we are not going there. I will recommend a much cooler and better park for you guys. Okay, you know, I think most of you foreigners, you think that Norway is a very cold country, we only have winter, and that maybe Oslo is not so green. But it is. It's really one of the greenest cities I've ever seen. And first up is the green city of Oslo. Also, you have to watch out for the architecture. If you see the yellow building over there, that's cool. That's the Funkis building. I really love them. Or you can find wooden houses like that, or typical how do you say, a bit glamorous apartment buildings from the West End. But I love the funkiest architecture of Oslo. You and I. Very posh name, actually, too posh for me, but I really just love this avenue of trees and the colors and the different architecture. So I really recommend you to take a stroll at the West End. Drop the eating and drinking, too expensive and it's really posh and all that, but just look over there. I mean, I love that building with the trees, with the colors. When you're here in the summer, you will hear birds, you will smell flowers, and you will hear the wind through the trees. We're going down there, and I just have a little surprise for all of you Skam fans. And the West End is also the area, and if you look up over there, it's the area where, for you Skam fans, you who enjoy the show, that's the school, Nissen. And over there some of the characters in real life go, actually. I think Isak, he is a pupil at that school now. And this area, the green area, is also Skam Area. Okay, so behind me you see that's the coffee place where Isaac and Even hangs out. And actually in that episode in season 3 where Even gets a little bit in the Plaza Hotel, it starts over there. Isaac is waiting for Even at that place. And they always talk about it, Kaffe Brenneria. But I have to warn you, actually, it's a little bit annoying about these bicycles. You can only have them for 45 minutes. So now I have to park mine. I just received a message on my phone, and then I have to unlock a new one.
But this is really bad.
It's really annoying. So this is my new, and I think it was the same that I came because it's stupid. Okay, we are still at the West End, and behind that bus there are some cafes outside, lovely weather, sunshine. You can easily go down there and take a beer. We're not too expensive, and we're leaving the West End and we're going down to the sea. Okay, as you can see, we are in the middle of a tourist trap. Behind us there is Aker Brygge, and in all your tourist guides they will recommend this area to get a nice sea view and all that. I'm not recommending it. It's too much people, it's too expensive, and there are a lot of other places close to the sea. A very good tip is to look at over these signs. Hovedøya, Gressholmen and Langekaia. You can take a boat. It's like taking a trolley or a tube. It's the same system, and it's the card is valid also over there. And over there you can go to one of the islands, take a picnic, take with you food, you can swim, you can find your own beach and all of that. The islands are very nice. We are at Vippetangen, and it's very central, but it's like nobody notices it. There are no tourists, as you can see. It's quiet, but you have the seaside, you have the view. Over there you have the island where the boat takes you to have a swim, for instance. Yeah, and so Vippetangen, and when you're here and you have explored it, it's like you are an insider. Not so many people are here, not so many tourists. Take some pictures from here and you will be special. And we are going to the newest thing on Vippetangen. It's called Vippa. It's very cool, and this is the new shit in Oslo. So if you go here this summer, then you will be very innovative and have visited a place that most of your friends in Oslo haven't visited. So I really recommend it. And the thing is that you can buy different food: Mexican food, Italian food, Chinese food, Syrian food, Japanese food. And I just love the ambient.
And the prices?
Let's find out. Okay, it's not so inexpensive, it's quite expensive. 84, it's like 8 euros for one. I'm sorry, but it's a lovely place. Oslo is expensive. It's worth it on a day like that, at the seaside, at Vippetangen. Bicycle thing, 45 minutes, it is too little time. I have to change again. So behind me, the pyramids that you see, they are actually from northern Norway, and they have a special mission actually. I grew up with them. What we do is when we fish fresh cod, we hang it upon them. It's called fiskehjelle, and they hang to dry there for some months, and after some months they become dry fish or dry cod, stoccafisho, which I know that you Italian guys love. And This is Langekaia, also at the pyramids. And Langekaia is absolutely the best place to have a view at the Opera House. And if you see over there the construction work on that building, that will be the new Munch Museum. Munch, you know him? He's one of the most famous Norwegian artists. And he painted the very famous Scream! You have seen it, I promise you. And maybe we will go up there where he actually painted it later on. You can see it on the hill with the white house up there in the hill.
Baby, tell me how you like it. I was waiting for you to tell me you were ready. I know what to do if only you would let me. As long as you're cool with it, I'll treat you right. Here is where you wanna be.
Okay, now we are approaching Sørenga. Behind me you can see that. You see there's a orange tower. That's a bathing place in the middle of the city. And people live in these buildings. It's also cafes and bars.
Can see you want me to. Now it's me and you. Now I've been waiting, think I'm gonna make the move. Now, baby, tell me if you like it. Tell me if you like it. Now I've been waiting, think I'm gonna make the move.
Where's your bike?
Okay, the bike 45 minutes is a bit stressful, so from now on I will walk. Now we are at a very secret area. This is a city farming area. Over there people can rent some boxes, or it's free actually. They grow their own vegetables and it's biological farming. And they produce actually wheat and different things. And then in this house over there they make bread. So this is kind of in the middle of the city with the skyscrapers and the modern city over there. You have a kind of farming land, city farming land. This is actually my brother's garden, and here he grows different vegetables so we can have to eat all year. And it's really fantastic, and I love this spot.
Is it free for people to eat from this garden?
No, it's not, but since it's my brother and I help him, so that's okay. But it's not free to people to eat, because people grow here, they farm here, in the middle of the city. More green, not on the west side, but on the east side. This is the oldest place in Oslo. Over there it's ruins from the first church and everything in Oslo 1,000 years ago. Behind me over there are the new city skyline, the barcode. You have new, you have old, and you have kind of a place in Oslo. No tourists, very peaceful and quiet, and I recommend this. It's a nice stroll. Stay the day here if it's nice weather like today. It's lovely.
And you can go swimming.
No, not actually in this water. You have to go and swim out in the sea. This is actually poisonous water. I'm sorry. Okay, we are closing up to the final stages of our inside tour to Oslo. This is a very special place because here you can have sculptures, but much cooler, more erotic actually than in the Vigelandsparken. And that's strange because all are nude over there. this one is a tribute to Marilyn Monroe. It's made by Richard Hudson. And it's easy to see that this park is a tribute to women, isn't it? The one that I really like, it's up here. Are you up for it, Mats? Can you cope with this, Mats? Come on, Mats!
He's making a fool out of himself. But why are you taking us here? It has to be something really cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's the best sculpture park. The coolest statue, the coolest piece of art.
Why?
Made by a Swedish artist.
Why should a woman be so interesting?
And here she is. Pissing woman. And she has really been pissing a lot. I think this sculpture says everything about Norway, the Nordic society. That it's not only us boys that can go and have a pee in the wood. Of course the girls can too. And you can see that she's sitting here, a little bit discreet place. And she really needed to pee. You can see it on the stream of pee down there. And she's kind of happy. I don't know why, but I think this is the coolest. Have you ever seen this sculpture? A pissing woman?
Is it really wet coming out here? Is it something wet?
And she might be on a concert, on a festival. She has sandals.
She's the most famous.
And look at her face. She's so happy. Look at her. She has this. I mean, it's like a Buddha face. Oh, now she's peeing.
Oh, that wasn't. She would really need
I
a
think
piss.
she has been drinking a lot of beer. But that's typical for us in the Nordic area. We drink a lot of beer.
and it really stinks piss.
It did.
It's real piss. She's really having a pee. Can she pee again?
I'm not sure.
Can you press her tits? See if something happens?
No, I think it's...
I will try.
No, tits. You're okay.
Here she goes. Oh, another beer, another tour.
This might be the most famous Norwegian spot in the world. Why? Well, if I go down here and where the camera is now, you are the famous Norwegian painter called Edvard Munch, and you stand approximately there and you paint a very famous picture called Scream. It's here. He was up here. So this was only the top of the iceberg, the green edition of Oslo. If you have other suggestions to where we should go, subscribe, post us your comments, your ideas, your thoughts, your stories. We love your stories. Okay, for next Inside Oslo, follow your way to Norway. See you next time. Bye bye.